Hi everybody, it's John Wills here from Sales Alpha. Hey, welcome back to our little YouTube channel that we've got running here. Hey, today, very key, essential, foundational sort of theme here that we need to incorporate, we need to understand and work into our own businesses. So this is another high level topic that you need to understand really early on in your career for maximum success. This is the concept of, hey, we are selling a service, okay? We're not selling an item. We're not selling a car, a pen, a laptop. We are actually selling, in terms of us getting chosen to represent a property, we're actually selling our services, okay? So what does that mean, okay? We are selling trust, we are selling a promise, and we're selling a brand, okay? We're actually selling, though all those things are invisible. So selling a service is actually selling the invisible, okay? It's not that tangible item that we just spoke about. So people don't really know what they're going to get until they get it, okay? So this is a tricky situation, okay? Because it's a different type of selling than, the other, selling tangible items, okay? Because you're just selling on benefits and features and all these sorts of things, all right? And that people can touch and feel what they're actually going to buy or not buy. With us, it's different, and our customers are making some really big decisions, So this is a really important concept for us, okay? So some really key things to think about is, what is your brand? Okay, what actually is your brand out, your personal brand out in the community? And here's a question, if they list with you, what do they get? Okay, so if you list with John, if you're listing with John, this is what you always get, okay? You really need to have a really consistent strategy out there in terms of delivering again and again from campaign to campaign to campaign. You're really consistent in what you do, okay? If you list with John, this is what you get every single time, okay? This is what we need to deliver out there. We need to be really good at it. Some key things that are there that you really want to have on rinse and repeat, okay? Every single time. You've got immaculate presentation. You are always on time. Your newsletter always goes out every single Thursday between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Your newsletter's hitting people's inbox, okay, with all of those new listings, all right? That's consistency, that's trust, okay? We really want high levels of consistency and trust in this game, all right? And basically, other things like, hey, always call back. Monday morning is always follow up from the weekend open homes, all those sorts of things. Now, taking it one step further, basically what we need to do is make the invisible become visible. Selling a service, we're selling the invisible. We need to try and bring that to life so Mr. and Mrs. Smith can absolutely see what they're going to get from you, okay? So word of mouth is really important because the Smith family know the Brown family, that know the Green family, that, so this is where word of mouth in the community is really important for you. So they make some of that invisible stuff. Your word of mouth customers make some of the invisible become visible for you, but you need to be further on the front foot than that. So as an example, making the invisible become visible is something like really detailing to Mr. and Mrs. potential seller, okay, this is what I do in the last 7 days leading up to the very first open home when we launch your property. These are the action steps that I take on every single day leading up to that, so we get a maximum outcome on the day, all right? So it'll come across something like, look, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, not many people know this, but I have an actual launch procedure for your property. I do not let any property ever drift onto the market in a haphazard way. I actually have a very set structure in terms of maximizing your first open home where there's maximum eyeballs, maximum intensity, maximum exposure, and buyers are already starting to have fear of loss at that very first open home. So on a Monday, I do this. On a Tuesday, I do this. Every Wednesday, I'm doing this as we lead up to that Saturday. So you're actually itemizing that out, and you might have a one-page prop that you use to itemize and show what you're doing. So that's an example of making the invisible become visible to Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and it's a highly relevant one because everyone wants their first open homes to be running red hot, and I think if you can deliver something like that, that certainly helps. That's just one example. This is a massive topic. Today's video is really all about bringing to your attention the fact that we're not selling a tangible item here, okay? We need to dig a little deeper. Selling a service is different, and that's something we all need to be really good at and constantly working on, all right? So anyway, look, I hope this concept is something that you can work on and think about, and I hope it's helped. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.